Alright, let's get into it. Guys, we'll spend hours at the gym but won't spend 5 minutes on our mental health. It's like owning a supercar and never checking under the hood. Eventually something's going to break down. We rush to specialists for everything else but ignore the most complex machine we own, our brain. Why do we treat stress and anxiety like glitches we can just power through? We've been told real men are silent, unbreakable, never ask for help. But even statues get covered in bird poop. Life is messy. Carrying it all alone isn't strength, it's a recipe for burnout. True strength is knowing when to ask for a spotter, someone to help you lift the heavy stuff. Therapy isn't weakness, it's smart maintenance for your mind. You're not broken for going, you just want to run better, smoother and enjoy the ride. This is about winning at life, and being smart enough to bring in a coach. Let's bust some therapy myths. Myth 1. Therapy is for crazy people. Wrong. Most people in therapy are just dealing with life, stress, relationships, grief. Going to therapy means you're sane enough to want help. Myth 2. I can just talk to my friends. Friends are great, but they're not trained pros. A therapist gives you tools, not just a pep talk. Myth 3. Talking about feelings is weak. Bottling it up just turns you into a pressure cooker. Real strength is being honest with yourself and facing your emotions. Myth 4. Therapy is too expensive and takes forever. Many people go for a few sessions, get what they need, and move on. There are affordable options: insurance, sliding scales, online platforms. It's an investment in your mind, which is worth more than a few fancy coffees. Don't let old myths keep you from getting real help. When you hear the word therapy, you might picture someone lying on a couch talking about childhood memories. But let's get real. Therapy is so much more, especially for men facing challenges that are often labeled as manly problems. So what are these issues, and how does therapy actually help? First up, anger. For a lot of guys, anger isn't just an emotion, it's the only emotion they feel safe showing. Society tells men to be tough, to never show weakness, so anger becomes the mask for everything else. But therapy helps you dig deeper. It's not just about managing outbursts or learning to calm down. It's about understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. Maybe it's fear, sadness, or even just feeling misunderstood. Therapy gives you a whole set of tools, not just a hammer, so you can handle life's challenges with more than just force. Next, let's talk about the pressure to succeed. From a young age, men are told to be providers, to win, to always be on top of their game. That pressure can be crushing. It leads to burnout, anxiety, and a constant feeling that you're never doing enough. Therapy is a place where you can finally take off that superhero cape. You get to question what success really means to you, not just what you've been told it should mean. It's about redefining your goals, setting boundaries, and learning that your worth isn't tied to your job title or your bank account. Then there's relationships. Most of us are just winging it, trying to figure out how to be a good partner, friend, or parent without any real guidance. Therapy acts like a communication coach. It teaches you how to really listen, how to express your needs without feeling weak, and how to be a better teammate in every relationship. You learn that vulnerability isn't a flaw, it's a strength that builds deeper connections. Another big one, feeling stuck. Maybe you've checked all the boxes, career, family, success, but something still feels off. You might have everything you're supposed to want, but there's this emptiness you can't shake. Therapy helps you reconnect with your sense of purpose and passion. It's a space to ask the big questions. What do I really want? What makes me feel alive? It's about finding meaning, not just going through the motions. Therapy isn't about finding magic answers or quick fixes. It's about clearing the mental fog so you can actually see your own path forward. It's about gaining clarity, learning to trust yourself, and making choices that align with who you really are, not just who you think you're supposed to be. And here's the thing. You don't have to wrestle with these problems alone. There's real strength in reaching out and admitting you need support. Therapy isn't a solo journey, it's about building a team, whether that's your therapist, your friends, or a support group. You're not weak for asking for help, you're wise. Think of therapy as an upgrade for your operating system. It's not about fixing something that's broken. It's about making what already works even better. You learn new skills, update old habits, and become more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Life doesn't have to be lived in grayscale. Therapy helps you rediscover the full spectrum of your emotions and experiences. It's about living in color, feeling more alive, and embracing every part of yourself. You deserve to feel better, not just okay, but genuinely good about yourself and your life. You deserve peace, confidence, and real happiness. So don't settle for just getting by. Take that first step, even if it feels scary. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's a whole community ready to support you and a better version of yourself waiting on the other side. Sometimes the best way to understand what therapy can do is to hear from guys who've actually been through it. Real stories, real struggles, and real change. It's easy to feel alone when you're dealing with stress, anxiety, or just the weight of everyday life. But you're not. There are men everywhere who've faced the same doubts, the same fears, and found a way forward. Take Mark, 32. For years he thought therapy was only for people with real problems. People who were truly struggling, not just feeling off or overwhelmed. He'd tell himself, I should be able to handle this on my own. But deep down, he knew something wasn't right. Mark dealt with constant anxiety, trouble sleeping, and a short fuse that made even small things feel huge. He'd lie awake at night, replaying conversations, worrying about work, and feeling like he was letting everyone down. The stress built up until it started affecting his relationships and his job. When Mark finally tried therapy, he was surprised. It wasn't about fixing him, it was about giving him tools to manage his stress, understand his triggers, and regain a sense of control. He learned to set boundaries, practice self-care, and even started journaling to process his thoughts. Over time he felt lighter, more in control, and more himself. Then there's David, 45. After his divorce, he felt completely lost. He'd always been taught to suck it up and keep moving, but the pain and confusion were overwhelming. He found himself withdrawing from his kids and friends, feeling like he had to handle everything alone. Therapy gave David a safe space to grieve, to talk about his fears, and to start healing. He learned that asking for help wasn't weakness, it was strength. With support, he reconnected with his kids, rebuilt his confidence, and found hope again. He says therapy probably saved his life. Dr. Evans, a therapist who's worked with hundreds of men, says it's common for guys to wait until things are on fire before reaching out. Men often feel like they have to be the rock for everyone else, he explains. But the truth is, you don't have to wait for a crisis to get support. The men who benefit most, Dr. Evans says, are the ones who come in for a mental health checkup. Not because they're falling apart, but because they want to be better dads, partners, friends, or just feel more at peace. They see therapy as a way to grow, not just to survive. Jamal, 24, started his journey with a therapy app. He wasn't sure about talking to someone face-to-face, so he tried messaging a counselor online. It felt strange at first, like he was admitting something was wrong, but it was a safe, private way to dip his toes in. That first step made all the difference. Jamal realized he wasn't alone, and that it was okay to ask for help. The app helped him build confidence, and soon he felt ready to see a therapist in person. Now, Jamal sees a therapist monthly, and talks openly with his friends about mental health. He's found that sharing his story helps others open up too. The more he talks, the less stigma he feels, and the more connected he becomes. The big takeaway? Therapy isn't just a last resort for when things fall apart, it's a tool for building a better life, for growing stronger, and for staying healthy, mentally and emotionally. Think of it like going to the gym or eating healthy. It's about investing in yourself, not just fixing what's broken. Therapy helps you grow, adapt, and become the best version of yourself. It's about upgrading, not just repairing. You don't have to be in crisis to want more out of life, to want to feel better, or to want to understand yourself more deeply. The more we talk about therapy, the more normal it becomes. When men share their stories, it helps break down the walls and makes it easier for others to reach out too. Therapy is just another tool for being healthy, like exercise, eating well, or getting enough sleep. It's about taking care of your mind, just like you take care of your body. You don't have to wait for a breakdown or a crisis. You can start wherever you are right now. Taking that first step, no matter how small, can change everything. You'll be glad you did. And you might just inspire someone else to take their first step too. So what actually happens in therapy? Forget the movie cliches. No lying on a couch while someone scribbles notes. It's a conversation in a judgment-free zone. The therapist isn't there to give you advice. They ask questions, help you see things differently, and give you tools to find your own answers. There are different types of therapy like CBT, which helps you spot and challenge negative thought patterns. A huge part is just being heard, really heard. When was the last time someone listened to you without interrupting or trying to fix you? That's what therapy offers. Space to untangle your thoughts and feelings. It's like cleaning out a messy garage. You have to pull everything out before you can organize it. It's not magic, but it works. You'll leave feeling lighter, clearer, and more in control. Ready to find a therapist? It can feel overwhelming, but you're not alone. Let's break it down together, step by step, so you can find the support you deserve, without losing your mind in the process. Step 1. Get clear on what you want help with. Are you struggling with anxiety, feeling stuck in your relationships, or just overwhelmed by stress? Maybe you're not even sure, and that's okay too. Take a few minutes to jot down what's been on your mind lately or what you hope to change. This will help you communicate your needs and find a therapist who's a good fit for your situation. Next, think about what kind of therapist you might feel comfortable with. Do you prefer a male or female therapist? Someone older, younger, or maybe it doesn't matter? Would you feel more at ease with someone who shares your background or identity? You don't need to have all the answers right now, just a starting point to help narrow your search. Step 2. Use the power of the internet. Websites like Psychology Today, ZocDoc, or even your local mental health organizations make it easy to search for therapists in your area. You can filter by location, insurance, specialty, language, and more. Take your time browsing profiles, reading about their approaches, and seeing who stands out to you. Step 3. Check your insurance coverage. If you have health insurance, look up your plan's mental health benefits, and see which therapists are in-network. This can save you a lot of money in the long run. If you don't have insurance, don't worry. Many therapists offer sliding scale fees or can refer you to affordable options. Step 4. Reach out. Most therapists have an email address or a contact form on their website. Don't overthink it. Your message doesn't have to be perfect. The important thing is to take that first step and make contact. Keep your message simple and direct. Try something like, "Hi, I'm looking for help with anxiety and stress. Are you accepting new clients?" You can also ask about their availability, fees, or anything else you're curious about. Step 5. Schedule a short phone or video consultation. Most therapists offer a free initial call so you can get to know each other. This is your chance to ask questions and see if you feel comfortable talking to them. Remember, this is a two-way interview. You're not just hoping they'll accept you as a client, you're also seeing if they're the right fit for you. Notice how you feel during the conversation. Do you feel heard and understood? Do you feel safe opening up? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask about their experience with your specific concerns, their approach to therapy, and what a typical session looks like. You can also ask about logistics, like scheduling, fees, and cancellation policies, so you know what to expect. If it doesn't feel right, that's totally normal. You deserve to work with someone you trust and connect with. Don't be discouraged if the first person you talk to isn't the perfect match. Don't settle for the first therapist you find if it doesn't feel like a good fit. It's okay to keep looking and try someone else. This is your mental health journey, and you get to choose who walks alongside you. It's completely normal to meet with a few therapists before you find the right one. Each conversation brings you closer to finding someone who truly understands and supports you. The hardest part is often just getting started. It's normal to feel nervous or unsure, but every step you take is a step toward feeling better. Take it one step at a time, and remember, you're doing something brave and important for yourself. You've got this, and support is out there waiting for you. Your first session can feel like a first date. Awkward, a little nerve-wracking, but full of possibility. You'll fill out some paperwork, then sit down for a relaxed conversation. The therapist will explain how things work and reassure you about confidentiality. They'll ask what brought you in, your background, and what you hope to get out of therapy. You're in control. Share only what you're comfortable with. There's no pressure for a dramatic breakthrough. By the end, you'll know if this person feels like a good fit. The most important question, did you feel heard and respected? If yes, you're on the right track. You've already done the hardest part, showing up. Going once is great, but real change comes from consistency. Treat your therapy appointment like your most important meeting. Don't cancel unless it's an emergency. Be active. Think about what you want to discuss, and do any homework your therapist suggests. Change happens between sessions, not just in them. Be patient. Progress isn't always a straight line. Some sessions will feel huge, others like you're spinning your wheels. Both are normal. Keep showing up. Integrate what you learn into daily life. Set boundaries, practice mindfulness, be honest with yourself and others. Therapy gives you the plan, but you have to do the reps. That's how you build real mental strength. Stick with it. You'll see the results. We've busted myths, heard stories, and laid out the playbook. Now it's time to act. Taking the first step is courage. It's choosing to invest in yourself. No one can do it for you, but you can inspire others. Every time you talk about therapy, you make it easier for the next guy. Check in on your friends. Ask how they're really doing. Normalize these conversations. Make mental health as normal as talking about sports. Be the friend you wish you had when you were struggling. Say, it's okay not to be okay, and it's even better to get help. Take care of yourself first. If this resonated, take one small step today. Look up a therapist, send an email, then pay it forward. Share this message. Let's build a world where mental health is just health. The work starts now, with you.